Alright, what's up, y'all? The other day, Nikolai Zeno posted in his announcements applications for the June 2026 playtester batch. And I'm pretty sure everyone watching this has heard of that. But we haven't had new playtesters in a very, very long time, and they've never been replaced like this. Recently, the only playtesters were just the contributors for some reason, because it was easier. And before that, it was just like people back then in 2023. If they were like, "Yo, we need playtesters," they're like, "Yo, can I playtest?" And they'd be like, the devs would be like, "Sure, come playtest with us. We need people." And they'd be like, and they'd just like put you in the playtester team and be like, "Hooray, I'm a playtester now." And so yeah, that's how it basically went. And then in like the last year, they've barely done anything. Like, most of the updates are pretty small. Nothing new needs to be tested. And all the updates are just on holidays, so maybe they're hosting, maybe they're doing something new. And, you know, that's pretty cool. Everyone applied. I think a lot of people applied, but in the end, 32 people got chosen to be their epic playtester batch for June 2026. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna do this every month, I mean, like, hooray, but are they though? The devs historically have been horrible with promises or schedules, and you know, I doubt we're gonna have this more than once or twice. But you know, hopefully they do something with this. They obviously have secondary motives for whatever they're doing. They haven't explained why they're doing this. Maybe they'll explain it another time. I know Nikolai is historically just makes shit in the game, but he doesn't really do anything with it. Like, I don't know when the last time he just mostly patches stuff. And I mean, he's an old gen, but he made tag bots and then just never did anything with that. So maybe he has to do something with that. Maybe he has to do something with nothing left behind, you know. Who knows? But for today's video, I'm going to be ranking all 32 players who got playtester based on how much they deserve it. And how much... Because all these playtesters, I'm pretty sure most of these were just luck. I swear. There's no way, you know, a couple of these probably chosen because they wanted to. Like, some people in particular. But the majority of these are just people. Like, some of these picks are interesting, so I can't wait to discuss it. So, you know, let's get into it. Starting with the number one spot, I'd have to say is SuperCrazy. SuperCrazy is the most deserving of playtester. No surprise he got there. UTG, he has played UTG the most. He plays like fucking 10 hours a day. UTG is his life, and I think it's pretty obvious he was gonna get it. I mean, if people thought about it, who was gonna get it, I'm pretty sure SuperCrazy would have been pretty obvious. And he's old gen, so you know, pretty chill there. No surprise there. And yeah, I'm happy with his choice. Number two, I'd have to say, is MythicalMock. I mean, he's known, he's popular with the mods and the devs compared to everyone else. You know, nobody's really popular with the devs. But, you know, he's very talkative. I think he'd be a good playtester, and he's very deserving of playtester because I'm pretty sure, I knew MythicalMock was going to get it. There was no surprise here. And yeah, glad for him. Number three, we got Boss. He's my day one UTG. Like, I met him day one on UTG when I first joined. I love this guy. I can't believe, I mean, I'd say he's definitely waited his turn for playtester, and I think he'd definitely be a good one. I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely deserving. So yeah, I'm glad for you, Boss dog. Number four is Hawkcs. If you don't know Hawkcs, he's old gen. I'm pretty sure majority of people have seen Hawkcs. And he's also the oldest UTG player ever known. And I think he might be 23 or 24 these days. I don't think he knows me, but I know him. And when I learned of Hawkcs, I was like, when I learned these facts, I was shocked that he wasn't playtester. And, you know, I actually thought, like, how is he not playtester? But now that he's a playtester now, I think it's a very good choice from the devs. I get the feeling that, I'm gonna be honest, Holiday picked him. I don't know if Holiday was involved with this playtester shenanigans, but if he was, I think he would have picked him. Number 5 is Mypic. I'd say Mypic is very deserving. He's old gen as fuck. He deserves it. You know, no surprise. I got no more words. He's just like, yeah, I think he'd be a good choice. Number 6 is Nox. Nox was also playtester, and now he's playtester again. And, you know, it wasn't surprising at all. Definitely deserving. Number 6 spot. But the most surprising thing to me is that how'd he get picked and not me? I was talking to him in the game chat about him and like, oh, that's BS, dog. I can't believe I wasn't picked. But like, Nox is down to earth. I think he'd be a good playtester. Congrats to you, bruh, for this month. Number 7 is Swatthat. And Swatthat, we have our differences, I guess. I'm not a fan of YouTube content. I think it's kind of I don't really like it. I don't really like posting edits every day. He's just mostly farming subscribers. But the most surprising thing is that Swatthat was the only major comp player to be picked for the playtester draft. And he wasn't the only one picked. I mean, he wasn't the only one picked that isn't comp, but he's the only major comp person in the draft. And I mean, the thing is that there is several questions on the playtester Google form about if you're active and competitive, and they said that they wanted competitive players in the draft, but Swatthat's the only one that's actually, you know, plays comp competitively. It's pretty strange. Just like it's some food for thought. I don't know. Number 8 is Balls Bouncer. He's pretty chill. One of the mods and devs. He's known among the mods, so it's no surprise he got it. No shock, no surprise, no surprise at all. After this part of the list, the choices now get pretty surprising. Pretty surprising indeed. I never expected. These are people I wouldn't expect to be chosen. These are people I wouldn't expect to be chosen, personally. For number 9, it's CillyBilly. And this guy does not like me at all. I've seen him avoid talking to me, and I've never said a word to him. But he's been playing for a while now. He's really good. He chats often in the Discord. So I think it's a pretty respectable pick from the dev team, not gonna lie. Number 10, I'd say, is Pixool. Pixool's a contributor. I've talked to him a little bit. He's chill. I don't say he's popular, but he definitely does. I wouldn't say he's popular, but I respect him as a playtester. I think he'd be pretty good. But, you know, it's random. He's a good pick. Next up for number 11 is 090. I don't know him, but he's apparently a contributor, and he seems to be known by the other contributors. His name on Discord is Brazilian Jasper, which means he's a LARPer. And I don't think the devs are very supportive of LARPers, but like, you gotta take in consideration of all sides, and I think he'd be a pretty good playtester. You know. Number 12 is Joopie. I get the feeling that Joopie's pick wasn't random. I know that Craig and Nikolai both probably helped out in the draft here, and to be honest, Craig, I've seen how you talk to Joopie in the chat. I got my eye on you, bud. Number 13 is Ulric. To be honest, I did not know who Ulric was until recently. But when playtesters were revealed, he seemed pretty excited to win the lucky draw. This was completely random, and I'm happy for him. I know he's not a random because I got some mutuals between me and him, and he's part of like the Sigma Hideout group, so I'm happy he got picked as a regular UTG player. I think he'd be a good playtester. You know, he just rolled up 12 and got lucky, you know? Like, number 14 is CVXQLN. I like CVX. He was in comp for a long time, and he was on Nimbus's original leaderboard in 2024. So I do respect him. But the thing is that he doesn't really talk very often. And he left comp recently, so I don't know how he got picked. I mean, he did play comp for a long time, but he left it like a couple months ago. So I'm pretty sure this pick was completely random, like just completely random, just random. Who the flip? I was very surprised when I saw he got picked. You know, number 15 is Chronical. I'm a bit confused why he was picked. He might be liked by like the devs a little bit, but Chronicle's not involved with any other UTG community outside of the main server, and I have zero mutuals with him. I mean, he's good at making like game stuff, but personally, I don't think he'd be a very effective playtester because like nobody freaking knows who he is. Just like, to be honest, dog. Number 16 is SophixieDust. I mean, Sophie is an interesting pick. I mean, it sounds pretty random. I looked at her bio and she's pretty old. So maybe she'd be a good playtester, but I'm not so sure. You know, regular shit. For number 17 is Unb6 and number 18 is Forleave. Both of these people are developers for Everything Upgrade Tree and Armless Detective, respectively. So I think it's pretty obvious why they are chosen, even though they don't really play. And because they don't play, I don't think they give good playtester advice gameplay-wise. I think the obvious reason of why they were chosen is because they're friends with the developers, which I think is a bit ridiculous. Because why would you make people playtest that don't know what they're doing? Anyway, next up. At this point, the people in the draft are close to or completely unknown to me or the community because they're not in any other service beside the main one. And we're only at number 19, so you know, it's completely and we're literally just over halfway through the list. So the rest of these people I've never heard of before, and they were chosen completely at random. I'm gonna be listing these people for the list. At number 19 we have Ozo. Number 20 we have JusJeyk. Number 21 we have some dude I don't know. And number 22 we have SgtBigJake. I've looked into their chat history, and these people rarely chat in the UTG Discord, but they do chat sometimes. They're not involved with any other UTG community, and I have no idea who they are, and I have no mutuals with them. But I can tell these players at least play UTG pretty often, and they could probably give good feedback as playtesters because I know they do. These players at least play the game like pretty consistently. I can tell because they chat more than once. Number 23, Jaelon. Number 24, VacationSkeleton. Number 25, Lava Reef. Number 26, Landon. Number 27, Vwatt. And number 28, Bazinga. These players have only sent a couple dozen messages in the server in 1 or 2 conversations in the time they've been here, for most of them at least a year. And have probably only played UTG a little bit in the past. And I personally think they wouldn't give any good feedback. But I'm just guessing here because I don't know anything about them. But maybe they do play, maybe some of them don't. They just got lucky. So, you know. And then next up, we got number 29, Mr. Omega. Number 30, TKStreem. Number 31, Lunyxzz. And number 32, Rozez. These people have sent absolutely nothing in the server, and I have no clue who they are. They probably wouldn't be effective. And that's the list. That's what I'm rating. Last 4 people. Maybe they should do a bit more background on the people they pick. Like, if they haven't said anything, or they don't chat at all, why would you pick them? I mean, that's a bit weird. I mean, I know the devs aren't very familiar with their community, who's in their community, and who's involved. And I know that they don't know who's in comp, because maybe some of these people maybe some of these last people said they were in comp, but they're not in comp because they might be confused at what that fucking means. But, you know, I think these are very weird choices. I know that they might be known by some people, but I honestly don't know who they are. And, you know, anyway, what could be the future of this? Maybe it's going to be a month, maybe it's going to be more, because I don't know why they would need more. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Nikolai plans to do, because why would you need batches of playtesters? But, could be cool. I'm glad they're actually doing something with their game right now. The game's now 4.5 years old, and the game's doing pretty well. I mean, no big update this year so far. But, you know, they just, like, rotate through their previous game modes, like, every so often. But they're not making anything new, and they haven't been making anything new so far. So maybe they're actually making something, and they need playtesters to do it. And hopefully, we get some developments in the future. And maybe you get to see what happens. Maybe if they do a second batch, I'll do another ranking like this and how much they actually deserve it. And hopefully, I can make more videos. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed the I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I had fun ranking these. I like knowing who people are. I really like the batch here. I think the batch of players here is it's a very good for a first one. Though I think the choices might be strange based on who was picked, like the last 15, no idea who they are. The devs, like the special guests, I don't know. But the rest of these people, you know, they'd probably be pretty good. I like how Ulric and CVX were picked. Like people who barely play and I know exist and are involved with the community actually get picked. So, you know, I'm happy for them. And I hope we get some good content. Maybe some updates. Maybe I get some leaks. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the I hope you enjoyed the video, you fuckers. Goodbye, guys. Peace out.